Stop everything. What I'm about to tell you will shake the NFL to its core, shatter what you thought you knew about the 2026 offseason, and rewrite the future of a franchise that's desperate for a renaissance. This isn't just another rumor, folks. This is insider information, connections so deep that they threaten to blow the entire league wide open. I've got sources on the inside, yes, inside. And what they just confirmed is so explosive, so shocking, that it could change everything in New York, in Houston, and across the NFL landscape. There's a superstar, an absolute elite player, a guy who's been quietly building an incredible reputation in Houston, yet his name has barely been whispered in the rumor mills. But behind closed doors, amid frantic calls, encrypted conversations, and secret meetings that would make your head spin, this player has become the centerpiece of a deal that could redefine the Giants' entire future. A deal that's set to happen any day now. The chaos is palpable. Front office executives pacing in private conference rooms, phones ringing off the hook, agents flying in and out of airports like their lives depend on it. My sources just confirmed something huge, no monumental, that could trigger a seismic shift not just in New York but around the NFL. I know what you're thinking. Who could it be? Well, the answer's coming, but first let's set the stage. New York's desperate for a spark. The Giants, they're reeling after a disastrous 4-13 season. The fans are restless, the ownership's eyes are burning holes into the front office. The roster. It's missing that one key thing, someone who can elevate the entire offense, someone who commands attention, demands respect, and delivers game-changing plays. Their passing game. It's been inconsistent. The offense lacks a true difference maker, and the defense, well, it's solid but not enough to carry a struggling quarterback or a fragile roster. Every move in the war room has been analyzed to death, every call scrutinized. They've been searching for months, weeks of secret meetings, encrypted calls with agents, private jets shuttling back and forth, trying to piece together a plan to turn the ship around. And then, they found HIM. Stay locked in because this gets even more intense. You see, behind all the smoke and mirrors, behind the desperate negotiations and the whispers of big fish, there's one name that's been the subject of hush-hush talks and covert discussions. An NFL star who's been quietly transforming his team's fortunes. You're not going to believe who it is. And the stories, they're darker than you can imagine. Now enough teasing, let's cut through the noise. Because what I'm about to reveal isn't just a rumor, this is a full-blown blockbuster trade scenario, detailed from every angle with all the specifics laid bare. And it involves none other than Nico Collins. Yes, Nico Collins, the 26-year-old wide receiver from Houston. And before you dismiss that as just another good receiver, listen closely because what's coming next will blow your mind. I'm talking about a player with stats so impressive they can't be ignored. A talent on the rise, now at the heart of a high-stakes negotiation that has NFL insiders buzzing. Let's dig deep. Collins, standing a towering 6'4", weighing 215 pounds, has been nothing short of spectacular this season. With 71 receptions for 1,117 yards and 6 touchdowns, he's been a beacon for the Texans' offense. His chemistry with C.J. Stroud, off the charts. That 75-yard touchdown in Week 18, remember it, the one that ignited hopes of a playoff run. That was Nico's signature play, just the tip of the iceberg. His ability to win jump balls, run precise routes, and make contested catches has drawn comparisons to legends. Andre Johnson, Larry Fitzgerald. Yet he is still in his prime, entering what experts call the breakout window of his career. But here's the shocking part, his contract. Houston just paid him a $72.5 million extension, an investment indicating they see him as the future. His market value? Through the roof. Yet the NFL whispers suggest he's not staying put any longer. Rumors. They say the Giants see him as the missing piece, someone who can instantly transform their passing game, elevate their offense, and give Jackson Dart the reliable target he desperately needs. And why Collins? Because beyond the numbers, the tape, the stats, there's an intangible. His leadership, his work ethic, his ability to step up in clutch moments. He's a game changer. The kind of player that coaches dream about and GMs would sell their souls for. In Houston, he's been praised to the high heavens. C.J. Stroud himself has called Collins a once-in-a-generation talent, and NFL analysts rank him as one of the most underrated receivers right now. His highlight reel, It's filled with acrobatic catches, his route running, precise, his hands, reliable. He's got the size, the speed, the muscle, and most importantly, he's got that it factor that turns a good team into a playoff contender. Now here's where it gets even more crazy. Behind the scenes, NFL insiders have told me that the Giants think of him as the ultimate game winner. They believe he's the missing link, an X-factor who could single-handedly unlock their offense and bring a new era of success. The front office. They're obsessively scouting, crunching numbers, and making plans to make this happen, even as rival teams try to block the deal, throwing every obstacle they can in the way. And let's not forget the logistics. The Giants are planning a multi-layered trade, draft picks, players, future considerations. Their GM, Joe Scone, is renowned for his shrewd moves, an NFL genius operating behind the scenes, working tirelessly, pulling strings many can't see. The whispers are that this deal, if finalized, would involve a package of draft capital that could include high picks and promising young talent. An aggressive move to not only get Collins, but to send a message. The Giants are serious about winning, about building a team that can compete now, not later. But it's not just money or numbers on a page. The emotional side, it's off the charts. The coaching staff, especially head coach John Harbaugh, reportedly loves the idea. They see Collins as their new franchise cornerstone, someone who could be the next big star to carry the Giants' legacy into a new era. The locker room. Spreading whispers of excitement, players dreaming of a future where Collins wears the Giants' blue and white, dominating defenses across the league. And the reactions. From NFL insiders, sources close to the situation tell me there's a near-universal belief that this isn't just talk. There are whispers of billion-dollar plans, yes, billion poured into facilities, training staff, and strategic moves to ensure Collins' seamless integration. The buzz, that the Giants are prepared to go all in, a bold, unprecedented move. But it's not just about the here and now. This deal, if it happens, will have lasting consequences. Collins' market value, his future earnings, his potential to become a Hall of Famer, everything points to a defining moment in his career. And for the Giants, it could cement this franchise as a powerhouse for years to come. The NFL's landscape, forever altered. Now here's where it gets even more intense. The financial side, yes, the crucial part. The Giants are carefully calculating how to fit this monster deal into their cap space, which is still tight after a rough season. They're reportedly looking at releasing or restructuring contracts of certain players, cutting loose some dead weight, making room for Collins' market value contract. And in the process, they could clear the way for other signings, potentially big-name free agents, to complement the new star receiver, projected next season. With Collins, who's still entering his prime, their offense could skyrocket. Think about it. Jackson Dart already showing flashes paired with a true one that defenses have to respect. Collins would open up the entire field, freeing up the running game, creating mismatches, and transforming the Giants into a high-powered offense overnight. His stats expect at least 90 receptions, over 1,400 yards, and double-digit touchdowns, maybe even more, if he joins a system designed to maximize his talents. And comparing this to NFL history, remember the blockbuster trades of the past, Calvin Johnson to the Patriots, or when Odell Beckham Jr. was traded to the Browns? Those deals reshaped franchises. Collins, if this move goes through, could do the same. This isn't just a player changing teams, it's an entire franchise shifting gears, setting a new standard for what's possible in the NFL. But the clock is ticking. The next 48 hours will be critical. Will the Giants pull the trigger? Will Collins agree to leave Houston's bright lights for the Big Apple? And what will the league's reaction be? Rumor has it some rival teams are already scrambling, trying to find ways to block or outbid, but this isn't just about money. This is about legacy. This is about history being made. So if you think you've seen everything in football, think again. Because what's coming is bigger than any draft pick, any Super Bowl, any superstar trade in recent memory. This is the deal that will define the 2026 NFL season, and I guarantee you're going to want to see it all unfold. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, smash that like, and turn on notifications because the moment this trade hits the league, you will want all the details, unfiltered, exclusive, explosive. This isn't just news, this is history in the making. And trust me, you don't want to miss what's next. This is the insider scoop you've been waiting for. Stay tuned. because the biggest NFL story of the year is about to explode in ways you can't even imagine. And yes, the latest bombshell, it's just getting started. But for now, keep your eyes open. The future of the Giants, the NFL, and Nico Collins himself, everything hangs in the balance. And I promise you the next chapter, it's going to be legendary.